Gary, the way you started that match and the look on your face when Chizzy started coming back at you, it looked like you genuinely thought you could win that in straight sets.
It would have been nice, it would have been lovely, but you know what Chizzy's like. Once you give him a wee sniff to get back into the game, he's all over you, and he was starting to do that. So, the first 3 sets, I played well. I was playing well. Escaped a few. Another set I was 2-0 up and I think I lost it. I think that was for Chizzy's second set. I was kicking myself for that, but the 180s are back.
It's not bad for a bloke who's been bent every which way for a couple of hours yesterday by a chiropractor.
Your body's not supposed to go through that. It's not. My leg is not supposed to go for my left shoulder. No chance. It was good though. He's like my neck go a bit, so back still sore, but a lot more movement in the old neck.
The first few sets there, it's the best we've seen you play at this year's Winmau World Championship. Do you feel that that's the level you can play at for the next couple of rounds if you need it?
I hope so. I've just got to carry on for the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets, how long it goes on for. I'm finding the longer the game goes on, the more I'm struggling a wee bit. But we skipped the 177 tonight, the 171 made a big difference. The 130, and just the 180s are back, and I'm happy. The 140s were good as well. So, yeah.
Does that make however many games you play in this tournament? Is it a sort of a race against time for you? Then get it won and get off stage as soon as possible.
I think every player wants to do that. Get up there, get on and get off as quickly as possible. But same again. If you're involved in a long game, and you skate through at the end, it is like practice. You've been involved in a match. You know what's can only come. In the next games. So it's good to be involved in the long games, but it is nicer to get over and done with quicker.
The whole build-up to the Winmau World Championship, everybody was saying Gary Anderson, Michael van Gerwen, the 2 best players in the world in the same half. Isn't that the semi-final you want? Because if you go and win a 3rd world title, beating MVG along the way would be that would add something to it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would, but MVG's still got to do it back to back, which he's not done yet. So I've got that. I've got that until he does it. I've got that on for him, and that's my wee niggle one. But MVG, Rod had a wee nip at me saying, Wayne, saying that when I said I do like playing Michael. I know what he's going to give to me, and he's going to get it back. And that's the way we go.
So you would prefer to play Michael, it not just because it's a feather in your cap, but because you think it brings the best out in you.
Yeah, he pushes the right button. You're Ryan Joyce. Don't know much about him. I've not got a clue how he plays or how fast he plays or how slow he plays. With Michael, I know what I'm going to get. So it'd probably be easier for me to play Michael because I know what's going to happen. We're just going to get up there and play. Whereas Mr. Joyce, I've not got a clue. So it makes it a wee bit harder.
Well done tonight, Cap.
Thank you.
Better the devil you know than the dog you don't. True, isn't it? Come on.
Gary, playing this afternoon.
You just asked that, no.
Is that an advantage you playing this afternoon because you've got longer to rest between now and the semi-final?
I don't know, it's quite changed. Different turn up at darts and it's daylight outside, and it's usually a night set. Yeah, never got my long lie though, but it felt a bit fresher. So yeah, good.
4 semi-finals in 5 years. What is it about this venue that brings the very best out in you?
The big check at the end. I'm only kidding. Didn't write that. Do not write that down as a joke. It's the World Championships. We've seen the youngsters. Your Ryan Joyce, your Nathan Aspel, Luke Humphreys, fantastic. Your losing all the names. Ryan Cyril, we've seen all these boys. This is what everyone keeps talking about, the youth of darts, and now they're pushing through. These lads have been fantastic this year. They've been absolutely, and it just shows you. They keep saying the PDC and Rod's pushed them, but these are the boys that are putting the time in, and they're playing darts, and you can see them getting better and better every year. It's outstanding.
Coming through 2 7-set thrillers like you have, does that stand you in good stead for the rest of the tournament as well, where some people have breezed through games?
I don't know. I think if you're in a battle, it kind of toughens you up a wee bit. Doesn't help you out any though. It's you don't want to be panicking in that in stages, but it starts. You never know what's going to happen. But the first couple of games were scrapes. you know. And tonight when I played Chizzy, I felt good. You know, towards the end of the game, I was starting to slack off a bit. Chizzy was coming good, you know, so I was starting to panic a wee bit. But we got to the end.
Were you in fear of getting another 9-setter against Chisnall?
Yeah, if it had went that way, it was going to go that way, you know. But it was nice to get over and done with. You know, the longer the match was going on, the more it was getting tiring. You know, so started off great. In between there's a bit of mess and that, you know, but we kind of held it together at the end.
If you hurry, you are before dark at your hotel room. What's the plan for tonight? Are you going to watch the other quarterfinals?
Well, if you stop talking to me, I can shoot off, can't I? Yeah, no, I've never. Only game that I kind of watched. I watched Ian White. Well, I never watched Ian White's. I looked at Ian White's scores in the live score, and the only game I've watched was Michael Smith. Was the last set on his first game. I've not watched any of the darts. I'm just waiting to hear who's in, who's out, you know, and take it from there.
So you're going to play Joyce or Michael van Gerwen, but on the other half, a lot of surprising names. How do you think for the youngsters?
It's been great. I mean, everyone said the bottom half of the draw you've got nobody in it, but these boys are absolutely playing well. You know, you're Nathan Aspel, I've said it before. You're Ryan Joyce, who's playing Michael. I don't think that's going to be a gimme. You know, he had one of the hardest games starting off playing Anastasia. Was it Anastasia? Starting off playing against Anastasia. You know, and he just knuckled down and got on with the job. And he's still here. You know, he's now playing Michael. So, you know, it's a strange game now. Anyone can win.
Are you hoping for Michael Smith to get in the final to play him?
That'd be nice. But if I lost him, you'd never see me again, ever. I'd move to Alaska, I think. But no, Michael's had a great year, you know, and he's now starting to show how he can play. You know, we seen him last time when he lost out to Michael van Gerwen, 107, 106 average. Van Gerwen's going to have to do that every time now that he plays Michael Smith, because Michael Smith is going to hit 104, 105, 106 against MVG. You know, and he's getting to the place where I wanted to be. He should have been there 10 years ago, but he's now coming good, and I can sit back and smile because I told you all years ago how good he was.